Pitbull has the power. If Pitbull's power was good enough to back up Tank for 12 rounds, even I don't care if he had a hand broken, but it was good enough to back up Tank for 12 rounds, a guy that knocks everyone out, what does that tell you about Pitbull?
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another fine edition on the Pound for Pound Boxing Channel. I'm Mac.
This is Johan.
And today we got a hell of a discussion. We will be talking about Mexican warrior Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Y'all are going to want to get your popcorn ready for this. Of course, I'm going to hand this over to my co-host.
Now let's talk about some boxing.
Welcome back to the Pound for Pound Boxing Channel. My name's Eric.
And I'm Alex.
And today we got a good question, man. Is Isaac Pitbull Cruz the real deal? Is he an elite fighter?
The answer is no, bro. Because the PBC obviously gave him a gift on fighting Rolly. I mean, who didn't think he was going to be Rolly, right? So, obviously, they tried to give him that belt to make Tank look a lot better than what he is.
But, I mean, when you look at someone like Pitbull Cruz, man, I mean, I know he still hasn't fought the best out of the best, but he's the only guy that hadn't been knocked out by Tank. He's one of the very, very few.
Because Tank had a broken hand.
I understand that, man, but when Pitbull's going to fight, we all know what we're going to see. We're going to see a guy that goes in there, a guy that's going to try to knock you out, a guy that always comes forward. I mean, look, is he the most technical fighter? Is he the most stylistically gifted fighter? No, of course not. But he always comes in and gives a war, and he always gets the job done.
But is he, like, really that good? Because what? He defeated a Gamboa, already washed. He defeated Corbera or whatever his name is, and he couldn't even knock him out. He had his hands down the entire fight, and he couldn't get that man out of there.
I'll agree to this. I think when Pitbull Cruz fights somebody like a Shakur, or even a Tank again that could box as well, I think he probably will suffer some losses just because that style. If you got to be very, very special, and not that Pitbull isn't special, but we still need to see more from him. But what I will say, for the most part, he beats a lot of good fighters. I mean, you put him in there with Ryan Garcia, I think we might see Pitbull knocking out Ryan Garcia.
I just feel like Pitbull's a little bit too one-dimensional. I feel like, up against Ryan, that would be very good because Ryan got so many holes in his game.
And he's got the reach on Pitbull.
But we already seen Ryan knock out a pressure fighter, one-dimensional at Oscar Duralde. I feel like he would just, knock him out the same way. He would move around, experiment, and eventually catch him when he's coming in.
But that's hard to say because Oscar Duarte is nowhere near the same level as a Pitbull Cruz, man.
They literally have the earmuffs on.
Not only is Pitbull Cruz more proven than Oscar Duarte, okay? Not only has he fought better competition, he's a shorter, stockier fighter, and for that style, we know you got to be somewhat shorter than your opponents. We've seen Mike Tyson use that style where he was a smaller fighter at heavyweight, but he still came in, got on the inside using the earmuffs, and it benefits that style. Oscar Duarte is bigger. He's a bigger fighter. He's big for 140, and he doesn't have the experience that a Pitbull Cruz has, man.
Now, I love Mike Tyson, but what happened with Mike? Every time he stepped up in competition, he lost, and I feel like that would happen.
That you can't say that about Pitbull because he already became a champion, though. Every time he stepped up in competition, he hasn't failed us yet.
In the likes of Rolly. Rolly's nowhere near as proven. Who has Rolly fought to even get a fight with Tank? I just feel like Rolly's just... He has his hands down. He was moving around the ring. The first round, he already got hurt,
But that's just showing you how special Pitbull Cruz is, man. I mean, that just shows you that he's special. Yes, is Rolly a good fighter? Not the best. But he's still a solid fighter, man. He still gives issues.
I predict in his next fight, whoever it is, he's going to have a harder fight because it's going to be up against better competition.
So you say Pitbull isn't that special. You say he is not an elite fighter. But let me ask you, do you think he beats Teofimo Lopez? Just say yes or no.
No, he doesn't beat Teo.
Does he beat Devin Haney?
No, he doesn't beat Devin.
Does he beat Ryan Garcia?
No, he doesn't beat Ryan Garcia.
Does he beat Shakur?
No, none of them. He doesn't beat none of them.
That's not fair to say. I do believe he doesn't beat all of them. I don't think he beats Tank, possibly doesn't beat Loma, and doesn't beat Shakur. One thing Pitbull Cruz is underrated for is his defense. I don't care what you say. This guy has good defense, but he doesn't get touched that much. We've seen Devin Haney almost get knocked out. We've seen Teo get dropped plenty of times and get his eyes busted. When has Pitbull Cruz came out with a bunch of scars and bruises all over his face?
We all know Teo fights at the level of his competition. We all know that Devin Haney only looked like that because it's Ryan. Ryan has power.
And Pitbull doesn't?
It's not the same. I
promise you that the day I promise you the day that Pitbull fights Ryan, Pitbull will get his hand raised.
And what about against Devin or Teo?
He has a really good chance. I'm not saying he's going to beat him, but he has a good chance of beating him.
He'll get outboxed by both guys.
Do I think Pitbull's the best fighter? No, I don't. But do I think he's elite and he's up there? Yes, I do, because there's no way he could just become a WBA champion at
Rolly.
super lightweight and give all these guys great fights. And apart from that, he's a fighter for the fans. He's a people's
That's
champion.
why PBC gave him the opportunity, because they're not going to give no guy at 140 that doesn't have a name to go fight Rolly and beat him.
Well, yeah, of course. We know that Pitbull has a country behind him. But apart from that, it's also because he fights the way people want to see a fight. Nobody wants to tune in, man, to just see people run around the ring for 12 rounds and put people to sleep.
And
people want to see a war. People want to see an old-style Mexican Eric Morales versus Marco Antonio Barrera type fight. And Pitbull comes and he brings that every fight.
Look, I love Pitbull, right? He's entertaining, but the thing is that he is overrated. That's one thing we have to agree on, because he hasn't fought the level of competition.
I will say he is overrated.
Okay.
I'll give that respect. I think he's overrated in the sense where people really think that this guy, is the best one out of all of them. He doesn't deserve that statement yet. All I'm saying is he is a very great fighter. He's doing what he's got to do right now, and right now it seems like he's not, ducking no smoke. He wants the fights. He's called Ryan Garcia out before. He's called Devin Haney out before. So right now in Pitbull Cruz's career, we just got to see where it goes. We got to see if he's going to fight these fights and how long will he hold on to that title. But let us know what you guys think, man. Is Isaac Pitbull Cruz an elite fighter? Do you guys see him becoming a multi-worldweight champion in the future? But you guys let us know down below what you guys think. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name's Eric.
And I'm Alex.
And I'm Mac. Thank you once again, guys, for tuning into the Pound for Pound Boxing channel. Please like, share, and subscribe, and let us know your thoughts down below.
And we're out.